Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you are at Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live from float.app. That's flote.app. And it's 5:38 in the morning, and I'm broadcasting from Leander, Texas. And it's, what's the date today? October 21st, 2021. So, almost a year. This is episode number 303. Yeah, so man, hit 300 episodes this week, and man, so I guess I mean, I've been broadcasting almost a year. It should be close to 365, right? But near the beginning of when I was starting out up until February 6th, I was trying to figure out good days and times to do it, and I wasn't broadcasting regularly. But starting February 6th, 2021, I settled on morning show, and I just said, all right, whatever. I'm going to do this every single morning. I'm going to wake up every morning. And I haven't missed a single morning. So I've been broadcasting every day. And so this is my video blog, and it's nothing more than that. And it's not financial advice. I'm not creating educational resources to teach you anything or do any instructionals or try to be any authority in this whatsoever. Just a dude with a camera who's trying to learn about crypto and keeping myself accountable by making sure I at least read or listen to something helpful to be able to talk about the next day on the show. So yeah, I believe that you can read articles and read books and listen to podcasts and all that stuff. But until you can actually have to talk about it, I think that, and somebody said, that I was talking to, that connects different synapses of the brain whenever you actually have to outwardly express something that you've brought into your brain, and it's a different type of learning. So yeah, and it's just helping me articulate things as well, and just not just about crypto, but just better articulate myself and my point of view and my feelings and things about life. So yeah, I'm not the best articulator of things like that. So I'm working at it, and I'm 45 years old, and the work never stops. So if you're in your 30s and you say, "Wait, I'm really old. I'm doing this crypto. I feel ancient in the crypto world," but come on, man. You ain't old. You just a little grasshopper. All right, all right. So let's see here. Let's go look at the coin gecko and see what is going on. Okay, so I use CoinGecko. There's Coin Paprika, Coin Codex, Coin Market Cap. There's several of these types of websites that allow you to look at the current cryptocurrency tokens on the market, and usually they're sorted by market cap, but you can sort them however you want by this menu up here. And like the one specifically about DeFi, NFT related coins or platforms or whatever. You can create your own portfolio to have updated every single day. By exchanges, what types of exchanges are pumping the most volume through? Yeah, so large movers. You can discover coins, derivatives, perpetuals, futures. Yeah, I tried to mess with perpetuals right before Ethereum crashed, and I tried to long Ethereum the day before, literally the day before Ethereum took a huge drop from like 3,000 something, like 35 or 3,600 down to 2,756. So I lost a couple $100 on that on my very first time to ever try to mess with something like this. But you know what? I call it educational expense, and I'm learning the tools, and that's what I do. So that's the point of this show. Good, bad, and ugly. I put it all up there and out there, and yeah, hopefully some people can learn by looking at that guy and saying, I don't want to be that guy with those types of mistakes. So I will learn from that. So hopefully I can help out in that aspect. And hopefully, too, that you see my show and you like, man, that dude has a show. And he has, what I have like 800 and something followers now on YouTube, and then other various streaming platforms, and I'm approaching 1,000 followers on Twitter, which is cool. I mean, I'm not really here for the stats and the followers. It's not what I'm trying to do. But you're like, if that guy can do it, then I can do it. And so I hope you look at me and you say that, and I inspire you to hopefully put out your own content, because right now in the crypto world, there is a lot of content out there, but I don't just want to sit around and focus on price. Like let's talk about the world and put out your point of view and your content and what you think about things and stuff like that. And yeah, and not just be a price hound. Pump, let's pump it, win moon. All right, so let's see. Bitcoin's at $66,285.26, all-time high. Everybody's all high on life and high on Bitcoin. I've seen this a couple times. This is rad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's just I'm not going to really cover Bitcoin news because everybody's covering Bitcoin news right now. But yes, Bitcoin did get an ETF going, an exchange traded fund, which is, I guess, what a lot of companies needed as that kicker to be able to jump into Bitcoin, and a lot of high net worth individuals. Because if the SEC says it's a go, then it must be safe and it must be a go. So yeah, Bitcoin, the SEC approved that Bitcoin ETF, and you can trade it on various platforms. I don't know which ones because I'm not going to go buy a Bitcoin ETF, so I don't know. Yeah. Just you figure it out yourself, right? I'm sure. This apple's kind of. Yeah, man. I think I got a bad apple. Dude, let me see the other side here. Sucks. All right. I got one more apple in that bunch. Hopefully it works out good. Dang, man. Guess I'll have to eat my banana. All right. Okay, so Bitcoin 66,267 all-time high. Just because I got a bad apple today doesn't mean the whole day needs to start out that way. Ethereum $4,300.50. Is that Ethereum all-time high? Let's see here. All-time high. No, May 12th, $4,356.99. So we are almost there. We're $56 short. We are so close. And Bitcoin and Ethereum usually roll right along together in their relationship. So, and practically everything in DeFi is built on Ethereum. And NFTs, the majority of them are built on Ethereum. Yes, it's branching out, and there's some other blockchains doing some stuff, but all roads and all bridges, blockchain bridges, interoperability leads to Ethereum. The institutions are stacking Ethereum. I'm betting that it's only a moment of time. Let's just count the clock on how long it takes to get an Ethereum ETF going. So yeah, I think we'll be seeing some moves in Ethereum. So, yeah, I don't know. Binance Coin 496.25. Cardano 229. I'm still really salty about Cardano because somebody sent me a Cardano NFT, and I sent a batch of Cardano out from my Yoroi wallet to my Atomic wallet, and the NFT somehow got bundled in there automatically. And so basically, Atomic Wallet says my Cardano is just stuck. There's nothing I can do about it. And they don't seem to be motivated to do anything about it. And I don't know Haskell in order to be able to go in there and mess with the Cardano contracts or anything like that. Maybe I should learn Haskell. I don't know. But yeah, it sucks. There's absolutely nothing I can do about my stuck Cardano, and it's a healthy chunk right now. I would be able to cash out and do very well on it. So what are you gonna do? I've gone into forums. I've asked IOHK for help. I've asked all the different wallets for help. I've tried transferring into any other type of wallet, and nothing is compatible with those Cardano NFTs coming out of the Byron wallet that's on Atomic. So I don't know. Cardano is not my friend right now, so they're on my shite list. That's all I gotta say. All right. So anyway, Tether is $1. Solana, 191.48. They are doing very well, up 28.7% in the past 7 days. XRP, $1.16. Polkadot, 44.34. The Doge, 25 cents. Why are you in the top 10? USDC stablecoin, Terra 4205, wrap Bitcoin 66,364. It's just wrap Bitcoin, but it's Bitcoin that has been put on the Ethereum blockchain for those people that hold Bitcoin that would like to use their Bitcoin for yield farming, earning interest, and all types of stuff instead of just letting it sit there. Litecoin $210.12. Uniswap 2764. Shiba Inu, why are you there in the top 20? Why are you above Avalanche and Chainlink? It just escapes me. Avalanche 6403, Chainlink 2863. So Chainlink's had a pump of 10%. That's pretty good. So many things are being connected to Chainlink. All types of DEXs, all types of DeFi platforms. And then I think everything's going to be branching out beyond just the financial industry and incorporating Chainlink, because Chainlink is the piece of code, the oracle is what they call it, that acts as the intermediary between real world data and data on the blockchain. So it is the funnel. That funnels. Have you ever seen The Matrix, the oracle, and she's sitting there smoking cigarettes and making cookies and stuff like that, and with all her weird little Buddha children bending spoons and well, she is the person that is able to see the Matrix and talk to the real world. And she is the connection between the two, just like Chainlink is the connection between the blockchain and the real world data. Yeah, so I think that pretty much does it. Theta is up 6.2% at $6.30. I used to broadcast on Theta, but I don't anymore because I was having some configuration issues and I could not get any help. Theta is focused on a lot of really big projects. They have like 5 new patents out. I think a lot of big things are going to be happening with Theta. I think the worries of a little streamer like me is the last of their problems. Is the last of their worries. They have, but Sony, Samsung, Google, all the giants are doing stuff with Theta and using their. They're going to be implementing Theta in all their products, I believe. So Theta is a sleeping giant, and they're moving on Theta time. So, but yeah, I'm not broadcasting anymore on Theta. Even if it were to work fine, I do support the little guy, and I like Float.app, and I like their message and their anti-censorship stance and their ability to be decentralized, and the fact that they've incorporated Bitcoin, that they're going to come out with their own float token, that they're on the IPFS network, that their streaming platform works like a charm. So yeah, I'm going to stay streaming on the Float.app platform. That's FLOTE.app. And then let's see what else we got here. All right. So let's go to an article. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about today just because I've been spending so much time making podcasts. And yesterday I did a double header. I interviewed Dan Thompson, the marketing lead from Insurace, and we talked about insurance's place in the DeFi world and decentralized finance. I asked him the question. I was just like, do you ever think that insurance is going to be mandatory in the regulatory DeFi world? Because the regulators are going to come after DeFi. They won't be able to stand for long of all these people making these amazing yields while they're they already beat down Coinbase for wanting to put out a 4% yield lending platform, and 4% in the DeFi world is laughable, so whenever you can make, even with centralized finance platforms like Celsius and BlockFi, you can make like 8%, So the fact that they cracked down on Coinbase that hard for a 4% lending platform kind of baffles me. But anyway, so a lot of people are pouring into DeFi because they're lucky if they get 0.1% from their bank for their savings account. And so decentralized finance gives everybody the tools to do that with being able to circumvent the credit system. But it's the Wild West out there, and there's a lot of janky projects and there's a lot of hacks going on. I mean, even the most safe and secure blue chip protocols like Compound Finance, that suffered a hack recently. And so Insurace covers that. So anybody that were to have lost money during that hack, Insurace would have covered it. So say you're getting 16% off of some app, and Insurace would give you coverage for 2%, right? So really, you're putting your money up, and you're putting it on that platform. You're getting 16% yield. 2% of that yield goes to your insurance coverage, so you're getting 14% interest. I mean, for like guaranteed interest, because if that app gets jacked up somehow or has some kind of smart contract exploit or whatever, and all the money drains from it, you're out nothing, because your DeFi insurance would take care of that. And so yeah, don't look at it like you're earning 16% off of that app. You're earning 14%, but you're fully insured. And so he was also saying, about that question about, do you think that governments would be able to regulate that? He said, well, the worldwide crypto space, each country has their own different approaches and regulations towards crypto. So that's really hard to tell, unless Klaus Schwab gets his way and we have a one world government and all that stuff. But I don't know how far off or close that is. But he did make a good point that all reputable decentralized finance platforms do have to go through an audit. Here, this one's audited by Slow Mist, and by Peck Shield, so two different audit platforms and companies. There's several audit companies. Some are a little more reputable than others, but there's Rug Doctor, Paladin, I believe. And if you see these seals on some of these DeFi platforms, you can know that they've at least had some decent auditing done on it, on their code, to make sure that I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can cause exploits and stuff like that, but generally an audit shows a little more shows a sign of a little more stability within the platform, that they're not totally fly by night. So watch out for those things whenever you're looking for a good DeFi platform. So yeah, that was a good conversation I had with him. So look up episode 302. And so let's get to this article that I was talking about. Where'd you go here? I found this last night, and I never thought about it. What happens? We have this Cyber Polygon event, and Cyber Polygon, if you don't know, was an exercise last July or something like that, last June, in which all the large corporations, all the world, a lot of world leaders, a lot of cybersecurity experts around the world got together, and they practiced an event on how to handle a major cybersecurity blackout or major cybersecurity breach worldwide. And what are the exercises to go through that? Now, I'm going to put on my little tinfoil hat for a second and say that just before all this lockdown happened with the Rona, they had their little conference on what to do before some kind of major pandemic event, and how to exercise all the circumstances and scenarios and what you would do with that. And this involved leaders, world leaders, corporate leaders, press leaders, nonprofit leaders, all these leaders all around the world. And then lo and behold, just a couple months later, we had the ushering out of this whole scenario that we've been dealing with since March of 2020, with the lockdowns and the Rona and the masks and all that stuff. So we recently had this whole event for the cybersecurity world. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but could this possibly mean that it's inevitable that there will be some kind of major cybersecurity breach and EMP-like event that will take out the internet for the entire world? And what does this mean for cryptocurrency, and what does this mean for Bitcoin? And a lot of people say it's a great idea to take your Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies off of centralized exchanges. I mean, I think that's a really good idea anyway, and put it in your wallet. Put stuff in cold storage. If not the browser wallet cold storage. So that's basically where you have your ledger, your USB flash drive, that has it has the keys to your crypto on it. The flash drive does not. I keep reading these stories about people trying to rob a Bitcoin ATM. Then they get home and then they realize that they don't. There's no Bitcoin in this ATM. Maybe they have the money that people might have put in to get the Bitcoin, but nowadays the whole idea of people putting cash in a Bitcoin ATM to get the Bitcoin is fading away, and people are using their credit cards in Bitcoin ATMs. And I say, why would you just not sit at your computer at your house and use your credit card to order Bitcoin, or order Bitcoin on your phone if you're going to use your credit card? The whole point of Bitcoin ATMs to me is to use cash to keep it 100% anonymous in that aspect. But Bitcoin ATMs that take cash are slowly fading away. So anyway, my whole point was, what happens if one of those major cyber Polygon event happens and we're out internet? I guess that would affect cell phone towers too, so that makes this article kind of moot. But yeah, it would be probably good for you to have some kind of paper wallet, and that's where you have your seed phrase written on paper, and that way whenever you do get to a computer interface, all you have to do is create a wallet and enter those that seed phrase import it into that wallet, and voila, you have all your crypto and your Bitcoin right there in that new wallet. So anyway, here's 4 ways to use the Bitcoin network without an internet connection. Okay, so one often heard comment is how governments can end Bitcoin by shutting off the internet globally. While that certainly would cause problems, so internet, not necessarily power. There are other ways to broadcast network transactions. Some of these options may prove worthwhile for the future. So, amateur radio waves. It may sound at first, they might have meant to say it may sound weird at first or funny at first. But amateur radio can serve a positive purpose in the Bitcoin industry. Should you ever find yourself in a position where the internet is censored heavily or unavailable, it is still possible to perform Bitcoin transactions. While it does take significant preparation to set everything up, the option cannot be ignored. Some think it is a new approach to sending Bitcoin transactions via amateur radio. This isn't the case necessarily. I would have worded some of these things differently in this article. The writer, anyway. All right, so this isn't necessarily the case, as this technology has been in use since 2014. It took some time to perfect the technology, and there is still room for future improvements. Okay, so let's see here. That looks like they're screenshotting a tweet. This deterministic optimism said, second attempt today through the snowstorm, sending free Bitcoin over JS8 call. So I guess he's using a ham radio, short radio, 7.077 megahertz. To RX, if you don't need a ham license, in most countries, get your SDR connected to at JS8 call and a 7 megahertz 40 meter antenna for a non-experimental, non-commercial purpose. Bam, and then it follows up with bam, Bitcoin sent over 7.077 megahertz via JS8 call to Samuel Pat. Sweet, blockchain.com. Toronto, Canada to Michigan, USA. Hashtags 40 watt, hashtag snowstorm. It says, because it's a brain wallet made ahead of time with Bearer PK, I don't require internet to broadcast this transaction at the time I'm sending. Cool, man. So in its current form, there are still severe limitations to this approach. Using Gotenna hardware and Samurai wallet will go a long way for small distance transfers. Those who want to send Bitcoin further may need a combination of equipment such as what was used during the experiment above. So let's see here. I am curious about this. So here's the Bitcoin Explorer, and it shows the transaction hash, and it shows that the value when transacted was 38.76. I believe right now it's probably going to be around $700. So pretty cool. Let's see how much the fee was. 0.00001820. The total output was 0.01 Bitcoin, 0.01065,366. Wow, that's pretty fascinating. I like ham radio. Never really messed with it. I did build back in 2005 an FM radio transmitter, and I had a J pole that I made, and I put it on my backyard half pipe, and I connected it to my turntables. So all of South Austin, from downtown to all the way South Austin, got to hear all the music that I was playing on the turntables through 94.1 FM. And sometimes I would get on the mic and goof around, after I had a few beers or whatever at the time. So, but apparently, quite a handful of people in South Austin got wind of the FM pirate radio that I was running. And I also had it running on the internet at the same time, so it was broadcasting worldwide. And it was really fun. So I love that type of stuff. So which is kind of a precursor to what I'm doing now with this crypto morning show. So let's go and see what JS8 call hashtag is all about. I got me curious now. I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole. Shoot, I'm at 27 minutes. I'm already just been jabbering this morning, dude. All right, so yeah, JS8 call is a shortwave radio call. That'd be fun to get in. I could picture myself later on in life. Once I retire and have gray hair, and I should have gray hair now. I'm 45, but I don't. Being one of those ham radio guys and just sitting there in my little weird workshop with all my flags and conspiracy theory cork boards everywhere, sitting there trying to find aliens and people on the other side of the world to talk about weird things with. All right, so it's what I do now anyway. So and so here's the solution number 2 if you don't have internet: Blockstream Satellite. One of the more recent options to come to market is the Blockstream Satellite receiver. For those unaware, Blockstream launched a satellite a while ago to put a Bitcoin node in space. Oh, cool. I did not know that. So, through the satellite receiver, one can passively receive Bitcoin data without an internet connection. The receiver supports different software and hardware wallets depending on your personal preferences. You can find a more detailed guide on how to set everything up on the Blockstream website. Well, why don't we go take a gander, shall we? Let's see here. Blockstream Satellite, blockstream.com/satellite. And let's see what comes up. The Bitcoin blockchain from space. No internet required. The Blockstream Satellite Network broadcasts the Bitcoin blockstream around the world 24/7 for free, protecting against network interruptions and providing areas without reliable internet connections with the opportunity to use Bitcoin. This is pretty rad. Internet not required. Blockstream Satellite broadcasts the Bitcoin blockchain to the entire planet via satellite, reducing Bitcoin's dependency on internet access. Everyone in the world now has an opportunity to use Bitcoin. So, that's awesome, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably tomorrow dig in to this. This is truly amazing. Man, it sucks. I'm at 29 minutes on this morning show, and I'm looking at this finally at the tail end. Last night I skimmed through this article, and I'm like, that'd be good to talk about. But I did not realize the extent. Okay, I'm talking about this Blockstream Satellite tomorrow. I'm going to dig in and do more research and then find related articles, because this is truly amazing. Okay, so the next solution is Ponydirect. For those who prefer a mobile-based approach to sending Bitcoin transactions, Ponydirect for Android is an option worth checking out. It allows users to transmit Bitcoin network transactions via SMS. SMS is a technology that will often be accessible even if the internet may not be. So yeah, you ever lost internet connection on your cell phone and then you're able to get an SMS message through? Yep. Transactions can be sent via a Pony relay, or you can set up your number as an SMS relay. It's a great little tool with tremendous potential, and it doesn't require too much special knowledge to create the proper SMS payload. While the code hasn't been updated in a while, there's still a lot to like about this concept. So Ponydirect, cool, okay. And then there's SMS push transaction, TX. A service very similar to Ponydirect goes by the name of SMS push TX. It is a solution to push Bitcoin transactions via SMS over Nexmo. It is possible to use alternative providers, including Twilio, but one with a cheap virtual number may prove preferable. A more detailed guide on using this tool can be found here, and it takes me to a link, and I'll just click on the Ponydirect link real quick as well. And yeah, so here's a little guide on how to push transactions via SMS. I'll link all this stuff in the video description, but this stuff is truly fascinating to me. Telecommunications to me are really interesting, and I definitely would love to move my career of where I ended up to more of a broadcasting and telecommunications career. So that's kind of what I'm working at right now by trying to learn all this broadcasting and podcasting stuff. So Ponydirect app, it's on GitHub. Okay. All right. So it looks like a lot of stuff to configure, but they say it's not that hard. So all right. So anyway, with that in mind, that was a good article, and I'm sorry I waited so long to in the episode to start getting to it. Just I don't know, man. I've just kind of been unfocused this morning. All right. That being said, I got to get on my commute and get down to my grind, my daily job, my job. Gotta go contribute to that GDP. Yeah. Yep. Gotta work. Gotta pay the piper. Yep. Time to get up. Go to work. Yeah. Get out of bed. Yeah. All right. I will talk to you people tomorrow. I'll put it off till tomorrow. It's only a day away. All right. Bye.